It was a soggy start for some of us, but we are tracking high pressure back towards the west, and it's going to start to work its way into our region. That cold front is now outside of our region just a little bit into portions of Kentucky and Tennessee, and behind that I'm expecting our temperatures to really drop off as we go into the overnight hours. And again, we saw some rainfall this morning, but it was the really big story was back towards our west, towards Wichita, Kansas, where we saw over a foot of snow, but we really didn't see too much in the way of winter weather, just a little bit of a mix across our region. We did see about a ½ inch of rain into portions of Carbondale, almost 1/3 of an inch into Benton and Mount Vernon, and trace amounts further towards the south around Poplar Bluff and around Union City. But again, we really did see some beneficial rain across southern Illinois. Temperatures are going to continue to drop as we go through the overnight hours. Windy conditions are going to be with us through the overnight hours and through much of the day tomorrow, which is going to make tomorrow feel pretty winter-like. But the good news is that this cold snap isn't going to be lasting too long, and we are tracking warmer temperatures that will be returning to the region by the time we make it to midweek, especially as we get into Wednesday and into Thursday. We're tracking temperatures right now that are into the lower 30s for Carbondale and for Mount Vernon, and we're already below we're at the freezing point, I should say, in Poplar Bluff and in Perryville. And things are going to continue to get colder as we go throughout the overnight hours. When you factor in the wind chill, though, or the wind gusts, it's making our wind chill values into the upper 20s for Harrisburg and Carmi, 28 for Carbondale, 23 for Cape Girardeau, and 27 further back towards the west. And that wind chill could be in the teens by the time we make it to tomorrow morning. As we go throughout the rest of the night, I'm expecting us to be into the upper 20s through 1 o'clock in the morning, mid 20s by the time we make it to 5 o'clock, and even possibly the lower 20s by the time we make it to 7 o'clock. So it is going to be a very chilly night, and that cold front, this is by 11 o'clock, is going to be well towards our south and towards our east, and we're going to see mostly clear skies across our region and mostly sunny skies as we're waking up tomorrow. But definitely do not let the sunshine fool you. It is going to be very cold tomorrow morning. We could see a few flurries in our eastern counties earlier in the day, but I don't expect any sort of snowfall event across our region. And we could see those clouds start to work their way into our region as we get into the afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. So you're definitely going to want to grab that hoodie, jeans, some warm shoes, and definitely a thick winter coat. I know I dug mine out today from the back of the closet because it was so cold. And these are our morning lows for Monday. Notice that we could see lows almost into the lower 20s and maybe even into the teens around the Mount Vernon area. Regardless, though, the wind chill is going to be into the mid-teens for a lot of us in southern Illinois. And even as we go throughout the afternoon, we're going to be seeing temperatures only into the lower 40s and a wind chill that may not even make it above freezing tomorrow because of those gusty winds. And we're looking at highs tomorrow that are going to be into the lower 40s with a wind chill into the mid 30s. Again, we're going to be tracking those gusty winds tomorrow with wind gusts near about 20 miles an hour through the lunchtime hour, but then they'll slowly start to fall off as we get into the latter half of the day. But the good news is that this cold snap really isn't going to be sticking around for too long. It'll be lasting through Tuesday, but by the time we make it to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's really going to start to feel more like spring as we get into the latter half of the week. But we also are tracking some increased rain chances, so you're definitely going to want to keep that Storm Track 3 app handy. We're going to be dry Wednesday, but those rain chances are going to go up for Thursday and Friday with what will likely be a scattered chance of showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder on Friday. But again, just to recap, we're going to be seeing temperatures by the time we make it to Wednesday already back into the mid 50s. So there's going to be about a 13-degree difference between Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe even about a 16-degree temperature difference between Monday and Wednesday. And then we're going to be really seasonable by the time we make it to this time next week with highs in the low 50s.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that thinks, you know, I see the sun, it must be outside, and then you get fooled when that first burst of air hits your chest.
Yes, it's going to be very cold. Do not let the sunshine fool you.
All right, thank you, Garrett.